Sandisk just gave us another buying opportunity after the earnings collapse yesterday. That's the thing. Are we still in our bottom formation across memory stocks and all? Let's talk about all of that. As I have been telling you, I'm looking at memory stocks as they are forming a bottom now. When they were breaking the structure to the downside, I called out we are becoming bearish. And we went 40-50% down since the time I called out bearish break to the downside. And now I have been lately saying that we are forming a bottom. Is that still stands as it is? Because you are seeing our zones that I provided you are holding as it is. Price is getting bought up there. So let's take a look at all of that in this video. We'll take a look at definitely all the memory stocks here. We'll take a look at chip stocks as well. And before going further, as always, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Now, it doesn't really matter what the earnings number came out. Yes, it matters technically in a way that if you are looking at, okay, where the overall picture is of the memory side of the things. But as per the price action, as per our trading style, as for reading the price action and the chart, I can make all the money just by reading the price action. I don't need to look at the earnings report. I do have to risk manage through the earnings. But beyond that, once the price action has given me what it wants to do, that's all what I need to know. All right. So what I was telling you, even on Sandisk, well, first of all, I mentioned to you, if you can't tolerate any volatility, because no one knows what's going to happen through the earnings, everything could be great, which technically I would say everything was great, and price may still fall, and it did fall. Did it scare you overnight? Well, I wasn't scared, and so shouldn't you be. Why so? Because I told you, anything until between these zones 1130 and 1300 on Sandisk, I'm not worried. This is fine. This is just a normal still a part of a bottom formation here, and that still remains the case, guys. You can see right through above that zone we already got bought up today on Sandisk, and I still believe even if we do lose 1130, there is not much downside left. That will eventually be bought up. Okay, we are not really at this point should be looking to the short side of the things. All right, let's get to the hourly interval. Now we do have, like, if you are trading multi-day, if you are doing that type of a trade, we are in the weakness. Okay, we are not in the momentum. But if you're doing a longer term trade, this is a part of a bottom formation. Okay, still, yes. Now, as I say, can we still come down? Yes, we can still slowly come down. But as I said, the bottom is where the new lows are very limited right now. That's where the high probability is. Price action is holding where, as I said, and this is still for me a part of a bottom formation here on Sandisk. Okay, so not too worried. I am not too worried, and if I'll be worried, I'll tell you. But thesis remains intact above 1130 still. As I said, even if we lose it, I don't think there's much more downside left, but risk manage accordingly. Let's take a look at Micron, guys. 830 zone holding great. Like, look at it. Like, this thing, yes, with Sandisk came down, but already got bought up and is already higher than the previous day close. I mean, yeah, like, still we are still bullish. Okay, what Sandisk gave us yesterday was just a buying opportunity. I just don't see Micron making a new low from what we have gotten at 720 area. Micron is just bullish as well. Pullback in our zone held just fine, just the zones that I gave you. All right, and our bias remains to the upside still on Micron. All right, risk managed below still 830. Okay, that's still the zone. If we start to go lower and lower, above that we are fine, and we have been fine. SK Hynix also in my zone, holding just fine, the zone I gave you. Yes, pullback happened, and this is the whole bottom formation, the accumulation phase. Okay, And while I'm talking about SK Hynix here, and yes, it may not be in a strong uptrend here, but it is still part of the bottom formation. The downside may not come more. That's the whole point. The new lows would not come, so your bias to the short is just not there. Similar, well, let's take a look at SK Hynix on the Korean side yesterday. Yes, it was a red candle. However, it is still just part of a bottom formation here. Okay. Similarly, on Kospi, it's just doing its classic right now, in my opinion, bottom formation. These theses will be negated if we lose the levels below. Right now, no. And so is Samsung. Yes, it is coming down. However, it is also just most likely being a retest here and eventually will stabilize. So in my opinion, right now, these things are in the bottom formation. But as always said, nothing is guaranteed. So you are still managing the other side. Okay. Let's get to Seagate. Got bottom, right? I told you I don't see much downside anymore. Either we're gonna stay sideways, which is doing right now, and then eventually make our way up. Downsides, even if they come, they're limited. They're gonna get bought up, which is getting bought up. Seagate also remains in the bullish strength here for me. Nvidia here is just extended, so a little bit of a red candle today, but it's still in the bullish overall direction. You can have trailing area 212. You can even take partial profits in these extensions here. Don't fully liquidate your position, but take partial profits. Above 208 and 1213, we are fine. Even above 204, this will still remain in the overall strength. All right, let's get to AMD. AMD, what I have told you is that yes, below 500 we are in the negative structure, but you cannot short this thing into the oblivion because it is still a powerful company and it's mostly gonna go sticky, and which is doing okay. It has matured in its stock price, but it is mostly going sticky right now. You can also start using this trend line if you like. So this trend line with combination of $500 is the zone you are watching. We have to at least regain 500 before any like a new high step of strength would come in. Right now it is holding a strength for rebounds, it's holding strengths for day of it bounces, but to fully like longevity upside right now, guys, AMD is just not that type of a trade. Okay, company is great, but is it that type of a trade? No. I explained to you yesterday, like 700% gains we already made since the time I first called out AMD. Okay, so, and it has become a mature stock price now. ARM, already told you that ARM is forming a bottom. This is most likely the bottom, and you can see all pullbacks are getting bought up and it's shooting to the upside. We are approaching a strong resistance at this point, 303. However, our structure remains bullish here on ARM still. So eventually, as if it pierces through it, it can push higher. But as I have told you, this is the bottom. It has formed the bottom, right? It is just doing what I told you. Intel finally pushing through above $100. It's a low volatile stock, so if you are interested in Intel, yes, above $100, direction is overall gaining strength. Anytime if it loses 100, it's out. Okay, lights out. Broadcom pullbacks are getting bought up since the time we gained 405, which I told you, as above 405 we will remain. We are technically out of the consolidation zone and we are in the bullish strength, and it is doing just that. I'm gonna get rid of that, we don't need that anymore. And yep, so all good there. Marvel also a couple of days ago I told you we are forming a bottom, right? And we're gonna continue up, and we are just getting that. We are still to the upside direction on Marvel. Risk management can be done below $200. If we lose it and you want to take partial profits, yes, 200 below, you would do that. You will a little bit size down your position and all that good stuff. Cerebrus is still, guys, yeah, it's crawling around. Definitely above 160 we are fine. Its earnings are soon, we'll see what it does, but 160 is the zone. Below that is the risk management. Let's take a look at TSM. TSM also, as I have told you previously, is either mostly going to go sideways or slowly crawl its way up. Bottom is done though, like the downside is complete, as I have told you here, and that's still playing out as what I mentioned. And slowly and slowly it's crawling up. It's a side or upside slow crawl. It's a very slow stock. I don't really like slow stocks. Okay. Anyways, guys, quick update. That's all what I want to talk about in this video. I'm not worried here on memory stock still. But again, nothing is guaranteed. Do your risk management, all that good stuff, principles of trading. You can't escape risk management. All right, guys, check out more details of my DRAM portfolio if you are interested. Every day I make moves. Every day I tell my members real-time alerts on DRAM portfolio. And also check out my stocks coverage, many other stocks that I talk with my members. All the details are in the description of this video. There are Patreon links. Follow along. You gotta invest in yourself if you want to improve your life. Okay. You have to start thinking in a way that where to invest in yourself. Okay. Otherwise you gonna be falling behind, because the way societies are today, the way the economies are set up, the way the things are set up, the system is on an exponential curve where rich are getting richer, and the more you keep falling behind, the harder it will be to just even stay afloat, to even just catch up. Good days are gone of stability where everyone was able to normally do any normal things and still get at an equal pedestal. Those days are gone, long gone. All right. It's only if you go above and beyond, then only you will get ahead in life nowadays. All right, guys, that's all I had for you in this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.